6:42, Governor Rick Scott's re-election campaign brings him back to the River City this morning. In a couple of hours, he'll be at Jacksport to announce his plan for devoting $1 billion state dollars for port-related projects if he wins a second term. Now, his visit also comes as the VA's Inspector General confirms the 26 Veteran Affairs facilities are under investigation for wait lists, irregularities, including the Veterans Hospital in Gainesville. Back on the morning show, Governor Rick Scott.
Good morning.
Good to have you here. Appreciate it.
All right, this is my first policy paper. It's called Let's Keep Florida Ports Working. It's going to talk about investing $1 billion in our ports. Under Charlie Crist, the state lost 150,000 trade jobs, and we've added 120,000. But we have a big opportunity, $1 billion investment over 8 years. Get more jobs for Florida families.
What kind of job totals are we talking about here? Because I know that the president and CEO of the Florida Chamber of Commerce basically said by doubling the number of exports here in the state of Florida, we're talking about 150,000 new high-paying jobs.
Every time we expand our ports, it's more jobs. Just the Miami Dredge project, we can finish all that. It's 33,000 jobs. Jacksonville's got a big opportunity because of the highway system, the rail system. We've got to get dredged further. We made some investments already, the intermodal project, the Blunt Island Terminal, at Mile Point, but we've got more to do. It's a lot of jobs because we should have way more transportation. Only half of the shipments, international shipments, things we buy in Florida are shipped into a Florida port. That shows you the opportunity, and we're growing.
And there's more opportunity because you've got the completion of the Panama Canal in 2015, and that opens the door to even more global trade.
Right. So we'll get the big Panamax ships here. That's why we need the dredge here. We're doing it in Miami, but we need it here also. But yeah, the Panama Canal, just global trade. And we should be at 15 seaports. That's what we should be known for.
Yeah. By the way, in your latest commercial, you have your grandson is saying something like, let's keep working. Do we have to modify that where now he says, let's keep Florida ports working?
We can do one for each one.
Oh, there you go. Let me ask you.
Like
that? Yeah, I did. He's a cutie.
So it was so hard for him to sit for 30 seconds in my lap, to say at the end. So
how many takes was it?
It took a few takes. And It took a few cookies. A Triscuit, a cookies, and so you see he's eating a cookie at the same time.
That kind of bribery in politics is okay when it comes to your grandson.
It was fun.
He's
2.5.
Let me ask you about the VA situation. 6 Florida hospitals were going to be, you wanted them audited by state auditors. Right. And on 6 separate occasions, you were turned away by federal authorities. Where does the buck stop? It
stops at the secretary. It stops with the president. I'm a veteran. I've got a lot of friends that were veterans. My father was in the 82nd Airborne. I mean, this is personal. They served their time. They should get great care. What we're seeing is we know there's deaths. We know there's injuries. The assistant secretary said, well, we don't know if there's a correlation between harm and death. Give me a break. So, look, Joan Shinseki needs to resign. We need to have new leadership.
You've not said that before.
No, but he should. I mean, now we know that there's secret waiting list in our Gainesville facility. They turned us away a second time. After we heard about the secret wait list, we went and did it again, and they turned us away. No, our state agency does this. We do investigations. We help people improve. Our VA facilities need transparency. They need accountability. It starts at the top. Secretary Shinseki needs to resign, but we've got to change how we look at this. We've got to give people information. Our veterans deserve this. I mean, they've defended our freedom. You just can't imagine what they're doing.
Jay Carney said yesterday the president is waiting, and we should as well, to hear what the results of that audit are. Is that waiting too long?
Well, first off, wouldn't you do an external audit? Wouldn't you want like a state agency that does this for a living, somebody completely independent to do it? No, they're using their own employees to do it. And what's the wait? The president has known about this for a while. So he talks about outrage. Well, we need action. I mean, that's the problem. We need action.
You heard it here first for the first time. Governor Rick Scott thinks the Department of Veteran Affairs Secretary should resign in the wake of the scandal. Governor, always a pleasure. Good to have you here. Thank you. And we'll have more on the effort to build the ports on News4JAX.com.